smile on your face.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking about something traumatic that happened to me recently. It's a very serious topic for me, and it took me a while to be able to make this video and talk about it openly, so bear with me. So I'm going to start off with what happened and slowly ease my way into it from there. So what happened on May 7th is it was me and a friend, and we were at school, and we were on the trunk of a friend's car, and the car was moving, and I fell off and landed on my head. So I'm going to go from different perspectives. It's going to be from my perspective, from what I remember, and it's going to go from my mom's perspective and my family's perspective, and it's going to shift. Last thing I remember before everything in here started being a little weird is worrying about my legs. I know it's kind of weird, but I remember tipping over and thinking like, oh shit, my legs. I thought my legs were gonna break. I'm not sure why, but after that was my last thought. I kind of blacked out. Well, I did black out. All I remember is flashes, so I'm gonna tell you guys what I remember from my perspective, and it's that I remember throwing up and being rushed into the car, I believe. With trauma, before I get into it, when it comes with trauma, a lot of my memory is deranged. Either I don't remember, I remember, or it's blurry. So, and then I remember being in the car, and then I remember ending up at the hospital and running in, and then I remember sitting in a triarchy. For those of you who don't know what a triarchy is, it's like when you get admitted into a hospital, they check your blood pressure, ask you what happened, and they kind of go from there. Mind you, this was an urgent care, so I just remember my mom running in, and then me losing consciousness. After that, I remember nothing. My mind went blank. As soon as I saw my mom run in, I don't remember anything after that. So now I'm gonna switch the perspectives now and switch to my mom's perspective, because after that I don't remember what happened. From my mom's perspective, she got a call from the hospital saying that I was there, and she said that when she ran in, I kept losing consciousness. I wasn't able to talk. They were asking me questions and I wasn't able to answer them. I wasn't responding or anything like that. And so they still weren't sure what happened. All they know is that I'm losing consciousness and everything. So they had asked my friend, and once they kind of knew what was going on, they put me on a side bed, and they told my mom. They really didn't tell my mom anything, actually. So they put me in a side bed, and they told my mom that there wasn't any beds available. That is why they put me on a side bed. And so they ran a CT scan, and they saw what was going on. I'm gonna get into that later. And mind you, my mom still wasn't sure what was going on. And so she said about 10 minutes later, after all the doctors and nurses ran to my room, and they were yelling, check her IV, and call a helicopter. Still, at this point, my mom still wasn't sure what was going on. All she told me was that they rushed me into a helicopter, and the helicopter ride was about 15 to 20 minutes to get to another hospital, and still wasn't conscious. I kept losing consciousness. I still wasn't able to talk, and what they had told my mom was that she had a responsibility. Her responsibility was to make sure that I didn't lose full consciousness, because if I did, two things were gonna happen. One, I was either gonna go into a coma, or two, I was going to die. And so my aunt flew in around midnight, or I'm sure, but I just know that my mom describes it that they put her into a room, the room where no one ever wants to be put in, which I'm assuming is a room where they give you bad news. It was a nurse, and she went into a room with my mom and aunt, and she explained that I didn't look too good, and that a neurologist was going to see me, and that he was going to want to do brain surgery. So after I went to the second hospital, she said that it was pretty late at night, and mind you, previous videos, my family's in California, it's just me and my mother out here in Dallas. I'm still not aware of the options that they gave my mom. My mom doesn't really remember, only because, they were in shock. But they decided to go with the brain surgery, and she warned them possible risks of me not making it out of the surgery room, me going into a coma, and me having severe brain damage. So then, after that, they told my mom that they asked mom for permission if needed to do blood transfusion in case I lost too much blood. And from that point on, surgeon then explains to my mom kind of sort of what's going on and what I have. So what I had was 3 brain bleeds and a fracture skull. Now, let me explain further in depth medically that at first I only had 2 brain bleeds, and then a third one formed. The brain bleed took more than half my brain, and that is why I guess it was such a high risk of severe brain damage, because of how much blood there was in my brain. My brain went from this size to like this size, and that is why it was such an emergency, because of the amount of pressure that was in my head and how swollen my brain was. And I've done some research into it, and if it wasn't for the time that I made it to the hospital, my brain would have shut down without my doctors or surgeons even trying to help. So everybody has a butterfly in the center of the brain. So let's just say this is the brain and this is a butterfly, right? Well, because of how swollen my brain was, half of my butterfly was gone. And my fracture is about an inch away from my spine. They had to do an emergency surgery. The medical terms for what I had was a subdural hematoma, and they had to perform a craniotomy. Before the surgeon went into the surgery room, I was told that he went to my mom and told her that he was going to do everything he could to save my life, which he did. And so before that, the surgery was about 4 a.m. on May 8th, 2019, and the procedure was about 3 to 4 hours. And then when I get out of surgery. So when I got out of surgery, still, mind you, I'm still not conscious, not fully aware. I wasn't able to walk, I wasn't able to talk, and I wasn't able to eat. I was in ICU for about 5 days after my surgery. And during those 5 days, I was told again that I couldn't talk, I couldn't eat, and that I tried multiple times to get out of my bed and leave. I don't know where I was going, and I wasn't able to use the bathroom. I wasn't able to do anything. So as soon as I was able to go home, is when things started, getting a lot harder. So again, I don't really remember a lot for the first 3 weeks out of surgery. The only thing I remember is being in a lot of pain. A lot of pain. That's getting weird. Let me just start with that. If you know me, I'm very stubborn. And thankfully my stubbornness, brought me this far, because I refused to stay in bed and soak in pain, soak in sadness, soak in, everything. I refused to. So I got up and I forced myself to get up. You know, it was a lot of mental talk, self-talk, and to just wake up and to just be able to move my hand, be able to move my legs. I was in a lot of pain, but no, I wanted to do it, so I did it. During the time, the first 3 weeks, it was really hard. I still really don't remember I don't remember my family being there. You know, it was really just me just being there and, you know, going through. Once the 3-week mark hit, I was able to more be aware. I guess you can say I was starting to slowly gain it back and everything like that. And this is where I can now put my perspective in it. I was very confused, very scared, and only thing I was sure of was that I wanted it to be over. I wanted the pain to be over because I have and had vivid dreams every night about very certain things, and you know, it causes my anxiety attacks. I've never had anxiety before my accident, and you know, it's a lot. The best way I can explain it, I just remember feeling like somebody dropped me in the middle of a forest and there was so much fog and I couldn't find my way out. I'm not gonna cry because, you know, I just want to cry, but I was very scared because it was like I had to find my way out, and I have a strong will, and no matter how stubborn I am, you know, it was hard to do that. And I started eating more, and I started talking and walking. And I'm gonna insert some pictures of me being home, and I'm gonna insert a video of me on the first time I could walk on my own. But, you know, today I hit my 10-week mark, and I wanna, you know, just kind of share my journey with you guys and explain to me, hopefully reach out to some of you guys who's either going through it or, you know, just anybody. It's very hard. And, you know, I'm still fighting. I've made it very far. I've passed expectations that my own surgeon had, my doctors, my family, and I'm going to continue to do it. There's a lot more to this that I need to go into, but I can't fit it all into one video, so I just wanted to kind of introduce everything, kind of explain to you guys kind of sort of what's going on. I'm gonna make series of this, different parts after this, because it's a lot of stuff I want to talk about, you know, emotionally, mentally, you know, physically, and I hope you guys enjoy coming along with me in my journey of recovery. And thank you guys so much for watching and taking time to watch this video. It was very touchy for me, very traumatic, and it's kind of a big step for me to, you know, talk about it openly. But it's something that I've embraced, something I've accepted, I'm very positive about. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna be coming out with more videos soon about my recovery and everything else. I love you guys. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. If you guys need anything, just go and reach out to me. Always open. I love you guys. God bless you guys.